Okay, it says I'm live. So let me get this set up. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Terry. We'll just wait for a few people to come in. I'm going to try and get this camera a little straighter. I don't know why I can't do that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're just waiting now for a few people to come in. It's cooking. Oh, hi, Elaine. It was cool this morning when I got up, and I guess it still kind of is. It's only 60, but man, I was sitting here cooking. I had to go change clothes real quick. That's why I'm out of breath, because I had to run up and get a t-shirt real quick. I was dying. Dying, I tell you. Hi, Karen. Hi, Eileen. You're going to have to help me today playing with these tissue papers. Let me find. I played with them just like a minute when they came. God, what a mess. And they were fun. I have to say that. But all this blue, that's one piece of tissue that I just moved. And same with the pink and the yellow. I just picked it up and re-wet it. So they have quite a bit of dye or pigment or whatever in them. Hi, Kat. Hi, Jeannie. So I didn't know what all to get out. Oh, crap. I left my glasses. I got to go get my glasses, you guys. Whew, okay. Sherry Ann, Dorothy, CB must come in. I see somebody saying hi to CB. Hi, Kat. Hi, Terry. I already said hi. I lay different colors on top of each other and spray with water, and you get cool papers to use later. Okay, cool. Hi, Shauna. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Dee Dee. Yeah, we'll just have to see about how long to let them set. I just used a water brush to do these and then just let them set for a while and then moved them. But it was fun. And I have a little haul to show because I went to Joplin, what was it, last Tuesday for a doctor's appointment, and everything came back good. So we're good to go for another 2 months. So that's good. Hi, Joan. Hi, Carol. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, I haven't had a chance to go watch your videos yet, but I'll bet you did fine. I like the fly, Dee Dee. I like the fly a lot. Hi, Kim. So I'll show my Inktobers. I don't remember where I left off. I won't show them from the beginning since you guys have seen a lot of them. We're on day 21, so I would have stopped at about corn, I think, because that would have been day 14. I don't think anybody else has come in. So we're almost done, but we've got 10 days left is all. So I like the hibiscus a lot. I just like that the background was real different and it was real Hawaiian kind of theme. The lettering is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. On a lot of these, the lettering is horrible. But yeah, I'm trying not to spend a lot of time, honestly, you guys. And because I'm working so small, I'm literally working this small. It's not like I'm drawing it big and reducing it down. Hi, Gail. I'm literally working this small. So yeah, some things about this are hard. If I was willing to draw them big and reduce it down, I think I could do better. But who cares? I like it in this little size because I wanted it to be the same size as my previous Inktobers. I don't know why that's important, but it is. I like the radish. I've been pretty happy with some of them. The reverse lettering is really, really hard. The ongoing struggle with white ink is a never-ending battle and struggle. So, but I like the dahlias. I like the dahlia line art a lot. The petunia, this one came out really good. The actual watercolor, the lettering is not great, but the photograph of this turned out awesome. And you guys I can't see it on my screen very well. But I think the watercolor of this one came out really good. And here these last, maybe for about the last week, thanks, Gail. I've been using the Mission Gold watercolors. And I knew I always liked them, but I had forgotten how much I like them. So if you guys, they sell the Mission Gold watercolor tubes really inexpensively. Now, if you buy the individual tubes on Blick or something, they're not an inexpensive watercolor, but if you buy the sets on Amazon, they really are. If you want a nicer watercolor without just breaking the bank, the Mission Gold are just awesome. They re-wet so nice. Yeah, it did come out very, very velvety. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. So that was day 19. Day 20 was yesterday. This one, I loved the lettering. I could have cared less about the turnip. The turnip came out okay. But this one, I really enjoyed doing the lettering. So this one I was happy with. And I like the seed pack looking a little distressed and older. So, and then today's was Forget Me Not. And this one, I was so frustrated with this one, honestly. Acrylics are better. I've never used acrylics. Hi, Katrina. Other than just to play with on Jelly Plate or something, I've never actually painted with acrylics. My mother did, and my sister-in-law does. But this one, the original that I was using as a reference had the red background with white lettering, and I tried to do the white, and the red just kept bleeding through and bleeding through and bleeding through. So finally I said, baloney. So I wrote over it, and you can see that it didn't work out real well. And then I have one for tomorrow, but I'm not going to show it. But I've got one more ready for tomorrow. Yeah, and it's watercolored and everything, but I'm not going to show you guys. You have to wait till tomorrow. So, and I haven't decided. This book is pretty fluffy now, and I've still got, 10 more days to go in it, which I can, and I have been just putting an elastic around it to keep it together so that things don't fall out and stuff. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to mount these on here. I don't want them mounted permanently. I know that for sure, but I haven't decided how I want to do that. Make a little booklet with the colored seed packets. Yeah, see, I haven't decided yet. And the reason that's why they're just sitting in here like this is because I haven't decided what I want to do with them yet. I kind of wouldn't mind making a little box just to set them in. But yeah, I don't know. That's a decision for down the road someday, I guess. Probably no decision will ever be made. Send them to you then. Well, I want to keep them. I just don't know what I want, how I want to store them, but I kind of like them alongside the line art, so I don't know. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly, did you get internet? I know you're waiting, and you said you're going to get it this week. Coffee. Hi, Joey. So, we went to the doctor, like I said, last Tuesday, so I got to go to Joplin, and I did a little bit of shopping. I went to Tuesday morning first, and they had a ton of house mouse stamps. I'm not a huge house mouse fan, but they reminded me of my mother so much. Thanks, Scooby Girl. Oh, you're at the other house, Pat, listening? Okay. Anyway, I really bought these because I thought I might use them, and it just reminded me of Mom. Mom would have just been so happy to get the house mouse stamps for so cheap. So they had house mouse stamps, and they had quite a few of the Jane Davenport stamps. So this is the only one of hers I bought, but they had a bunch of them. No, I don't have every one they've ever made, but I do have a lot of them. But I like this mostly because I like the little paint box, the paint brushes, and the palette. I like Jane Davenport stuff, okay, but like Washi Girl, I can't imagine myself ever actually use that. You crafty little minx, I don't know. Start the art, I might use that one, but I really bought this one because I liked her sketchy art palettes. So I don't know, can you guys see that clearly? Maybe I need to put white underneath it. So yeah, Washi Girl is Colleen for sure. Thanks, Sharon. So yeah, so those are the 3 stamps I bought. They had these little page pockets from Tim Holtz, and I have a use for these. I'm going to put them in one of my journals and put the long stencils in them. So I thought for $1 I could have that. And then the only other thing I bought at Tuesday morning, and they did have pretty good stuff this week. They have great sticker books, but I really resisted because I need more stickers like I need a hole in my head. So, and they had my orange sticks, which I love orange sticks, and they're very hard to find. If you order them off the internet, they're very expensive. So when I saw these, and they didn't have a huge amount, I bought 3 boxes. So hopefully that'll last me a long, long time. They only get them at Christmas time. And if you saw on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, I said I'd gone ahead and opened them because my butt isn't big enough. That's what I think every time I eat one. Yep, your butt isn't big enough, girl. And then I went to Hobby Lobby, which I always go to Hobby Lobby if we go to Joplin. And they had all of the Master's Touch journals 50% off. So I needed another journal, like I needed a hole in my head. But these I kind of liked. And they had these in a whole bunch of different styles with different covers and stuff. But it's that the covers, I love the covers because they feel like that rubbery kind of cover. You know what I'm talking about. You guys have seen it. But anyway, these were tanned gray, or tone tan is this one. Create Brilliance. Hello, had to have that. And then tone gray. So they're not just your run of the mill. I mean, I have both tan and gray, but yeah, isn't the bird one adorable? So they were normally $10 for 3 of them, and I got 3 of them for $5, which I don't know, may or may not be a great deal, but yeah, what the hell? You got to buy something when you're shopping, right? So now I can throw that away because I'll use these for something. And then in the same area, they had these bullet journals, and they had these in a whole bunch of different papers inside as well. But I bought this one because it has the teeny tiny dot grid. And I'm a sucker for dot grid. And the cover is kind of like a suede-like. It's really nice. So this one was like $4.50. Normally $9, so $4.50. So yeah, we'll see if I ever use it. And because, well, no, I have one more thing. And then with my 40, everything else I bought was 50% off. And then with my 40% off coupon, I bought Terry Harrison's Watercolor Secrets. They're getting some really nice watercolor books at Hobby Lobby. And like, it seems like they're getting a bigger variety of books, or they're changing them out maybe more. And maybe it's because I don't get to go that frequently that they just get new stuff in. But I'd seen this Terry Harrison's books, I think, on Kathy Arbor's stream. And I had put some of them in my cart, Amazon cart. And then when I saw this Terry Harrison's, and I knew I was going to do my 40% off coupon, right? And I usually spend it on a book because Hobby Lobby lets you use it on book. So he has over 170 secrets in here. And I do like his style a lot. And I think he's a good teacher. So I'll just flip through it real quick. So yeah, he gives you different examples of, say, texture, something. And then gives you little hints, like on the stone wall, he says the texture and detail can be enhanced by using some white gouache. He must be English. You're right, Eileen. He's definitely not American. Hi, Jeanette. Detail brick wall. To make the bricks appear three-dimensional, paint a thin dark shadow on the underside of each brick. So, you know, that's not... I don't think that's necessarily a secret. I probably would know to do that just because that's how you give things dimension. But yeah, some of his little tips and tricks in here you maybe would not have thought of. And he uses different tools, like putting watercolor down and then scraping it with a credit card, which, I mean, we all do that with acrylic ink, but I've never done it with watercolor. I wouldn't even have thought of it. And this is what Kathy was teaching us the other day, how to find the correct pitch of any roof. So it's funny, you know, how kind of sometimes the universe just all comes together. That Kathy had I had bought this on Tuesday, and then Kathy had shown this on her Wednesday drawing class or Thursday drawing class. Using something for a straight edge. So just lots of little tips and tricks that you can also transfer to other artistic skills. Hi, Michelle. So yeah, I'm going to have fun doing some of these exercises. If you guys saw the pile of stuff that I want to do or try after Inktober, like right now, all of my artistic time and effort is pretty much going to Inktober and doing Kathy Arbor's homework. So yeah, I'm not doing much of anything else, but I could do that painting now. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's funny that I've painted enough now that I'm starting to feel more confident. Like, I look at something and go, I think I could probably recreate that. Where when I first started, I was like, oh my God, if I ever get to the point that I could do that, I'd be shocked. But now I'm getting like, yeah, I could do that. I have enough skill now. And it's in my memory banks that I could actually do that. So buffering. Okay, not anymore. Hope you guys didn't have it. So yeah, that's kind of good when you kind of get that feeling like this, to use a credit card to get the lines and stuff like that. Just cool tips and tricks. I definitely want to paint something like this because most of my stuff is very precise, and I've got to have the ink around it, and my line's got to be straight, and doing something like this would be out of character for me, but I want to be able to do that and try it. Oh, I'm sure now, Dee Dee, that I'm getting enough skills that I think I can do a lot of stuff that before I would never have even attempted. Take a class with Michael Domingue if you want to know how to do awesome layers. Okay, let me write that down. Does he do watercolor? I'm assuming, Eileen. Hi, Kenny. Of course not. Well, then why am I going to take a class with him? Right now I'm trying to get better at watercolor. Like this, I'm going to be able to do that. But his stuff is really, I think it's good for me at this point in my whole watercolor journal or journey, because I kind of have the basics now. So yeah, like repairing something you've screwed up or something like that. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. And I had learned this before, but I'd forgotten about lifting out watercolor with Mr. Clean erasers. I had completely forgotten about that. So I got to get a watercolor Mr. Clean eraser. So yeah, if you like watercolor, this one looks spooky. I could put Dee Dee's creatures in there. But he really does start, I think, from the beginning and take you through a lot of his knowledge. So I think this will be a good, useful book for me. I justify books that way all the time. You have to hide your Mr. Clean eraser bits. The cats think they're toys. Oh, I'm sure my cat has never even considered messing with a Mr. Clean eraser. Of course, they're never out, but yeah, she's not very playful. And then the last thing is I ordered from Mark. Mark, and I'm not sure I'm going to do his last name right, but Mark Moore, M-U-I-R. He comes to the stream sometimes, and it's not uncommon that he's at Dee Dee's, and she had shown the journal he had sent her. So I went ahead and ordered one. I think he had 3 in stock that I could pick from, and I picked this one. I think it's very pretty. Not sure what I'm going to do in it. I'm not sure about the paper. I haven't spec'd it or anything, but it just seems like your basic 20-pound stock. And I'm not sure, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like he sewed this. I'm not sure if he did it on a sewing machine. It looks like a sewing machine. It really does. Make a door book in it? A door book. You mean draw doors? Because I'm not sure it would hold up to much watercolor, or I suppose acrylic paint or something like that. It would work, but the paper is nothing special, but it's just such a nice little journal, you guys. It really is. And I don't know how many pages are inside. I haven't counted them or anything, but it's really nice. This embossed cover is just so nice. It's just pretty. No, you need the door books we have. Eileen, that's probably not going to happen. Hate to disappoint you, but it's probably not going to happen. And with his order, he sent this cute little tag, which I thought was really, really cute. I'm not sure how he did the rainbow before he die cut it, but it's really cute. So that's really nice. And then one last thing before we start messing with the bleeding tissue paper. I'm not sure how many of you are going to Kathy Arbor's drawing lessons on Thursday. She's on what? About, I think it's noon. Well, it would be 1 o'clock Eastern. Her name on YouTube is Kathy Arbor. Just search Google or search Kathy Arbor on YouTube, and her channel will come up. So I'll just show you real quick what we've done in her class. She started out teaching us holding the pencil different ways and drawing lines, boxes. That was Eileen's dunce cap. Yeah, I'm loving Kathy Arbor's classes, and I missed you that Thursday, Eileen. That's why I was Twittering you going, where are you? This is not part of her class. I don't know why I did that in there. I was just playing. So there's a big rock going down the hill, getting ready to squish Eileen. Yeah, I know you were yucky. I hope you're feeling better now. I did order the book, 365 Reasons for Smiling. I showed you that last week. And then while she was showing the book, I was just drawing the beet juice. I guess everybody drew it that day. You got your Amazon order? I don't think, well, I do have Amazon order in, but it's printer ink and a watch band for Robert. He lost his. So, yeah. So if you're not doing the Kathy Arbor classes, really, I would say do yourself a favor and go. This is a bunny she had us draw. This is the original. I printed it out in color. I probably should have printed it out black and white. But I did go back. She critiques your drawings. If you put them on the internet, she kind of will critique them for you. Oh, thanks, Dee. I think it was you. Yeah, Dee Dee went and got the link for Kathy Arbor, so thank you. So this was the bunny, the reference art that we printed out, and then the drawing. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it like crazy. Hi, Painty Girl. Yeah, the 365 Reasons to Smile, that's a good book. And I think it's got a lot of good reference in it. So, and the one thing she critiqued about mine is go back in and do more contrast. So I've gone in and done some. I think it could use some more. But yeah, I've been kind of busy. And this was just draw tons of lines, draw a log. I don't know what my note says. Draw an object using different kind of line. And then she wanted us to go look at the masters and see what kind of different lines they were using. So as she's talking, I'm generally either drawing along with her or just doodling or doing something. And the homework that week was just draw lines. So I just drew some bunches of lines and a little teddy bear popped out. And then the other day she talked about highlights and perspective. And she did 1 point perspective. She talked about shadows, cast shadows, the highlight, the shadow itself, the reflective light. So we're learning a lot of really good basics. This is where she did the pitch of the roof. And then the grid drawing, which I had never seen this. Well, maybe I had, but I'd forgotten about it. I will not uncommonly draw with a grid, a box grid, you know, just draw the lines across and then do that on your reference art and then just draw whatever is in the box, right? But I'd never done it this way. And then she showed how to extend it to enlarge it. So you're getting a lot of really good information. This was draw without using lines. So I actually used erasers to draw. And then she gave us homework, which was this set of shapes to work on our shading and to get your perspective. And so the first time I did it, I used a regular just grid and drew this one, which I drew exact same size. You think grids need stickers? No, the grids don't need stickers. So this was the drawing I did, and I was pretty happy with it. She gave me a couple of pointers to fix, and I did, and I think it helped a lot. So, and then the next time I wanted to do it again, and Lena said something about using the pan pastels. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get out my pan pastels and try it. OMG. Ah, thanks, Eileen. Thanks, Kenny. So I went ahead and did the grid like this, and you can make this grid smaller, but I just did the big grid. But I wanted it smaller, so on my, because I wanted it in my book. So I actually made it smaller. But the nice thing about doing this, if you don't want it as big as the original, just do it whatever size you want, and then it will resize itself, because you're drawing the same shape in that, only it's going to be a smaller shape, right? So this was pan pastels. OMG. This was like a lesson in frustration. And I didn't spend a lot of time doing it, you know, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to guess maybe an hour that I spent doing the pan pastels, but what a lesson in frustration, I have to say. Yeah, it pointed out that, one, I need a lot more practice. And another thing is the soft tools don't allow you to get into small areas. So you kind of have to go at things a little bit backwards. Like to get this dark in this little corner, I had to go further than that and then go back and erase it out. So yeah, you do it a lot differently with the pan pastels. And then I did have some other tools that I ended up using. But yeah, the soft tools are great for putting down a nice even layer of color. And they're easy to build up. But I think you go at things kind of backwards doing that. And then I wrote upside down in my book. But if you don't write upside down at least once in your book, then you're not doing something right. That's all I got to say. But I'm really, really, really enjoying the class. And, you know, like I wouldn't have thought to do it with pan pastels, but interacting with Lena made me think, why don't you try that? So, yeah. So I would say I feel like I'm learning stuff anyway. And I've done all that before. It's not like a lot of this is new to me. And I just picked up that book and spread bleeding tissue everywhere. So yay me. All right, got it. Thanks, Gail. Yeah, the pan pastels are a whole different ball of wax. They're fun though, fun. But they're pricey too, you guys. I bought the small 10 set on Amazon, and I don't remember what I paid for them. I've had them for years. And then I did go ahead and order, I think, the skin tone set. And then I did order the blending. They make a blending one. And I did use that a little bit to even out. I felt like the background was getting kind of blotchy, and I couldn't really erase anymore. So I did use the blending powder out in here to kind of smooth that out and soften it a little bit. So, yeah, I would definitely probably get the blending powder as well. But yeah, I'm okay with it, and I learned a lot. So let's play with this bleeding tissue. I can't believe I ordered this crap. I'm sure Eileen had something to do with it, but I didn't get out the big sheets. And I'm not kidding. I'll show you the sheets. I ordered it from Amazon, obviously. I ordered everything from Amazon. And it comes in, this is only half the size, okay? So the sheets are 12 inches by 18 inches, okay? So envision 12 inches by 18 inches, okay? This came in the hugest box you've ever seen with like a wadded up piece of craft paper in it. So when it came, it's all smushed up. Like, what were they thinking? Why didn't they just fold it over and put it in like a bigger envelope? What the hell is, who hires those idiots to pack? Because it was worse having, been flung around in that big ass box the whole time. CB and you used bleeding tissue when we were in kindergarten. I maybe have seen it before. I don't know, but I never owned any, so I went ahead and got it. So I thought, well, I'll try it on different kind of papers. I did it when it came on. This is 25% cotton fiber. Oh, that's a note from Dee Dee. I haven't done it yet. That's why I haven't thrown this away. Where I just laid these down, a square of this, and watered on top of it with the water brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a mess because Eileen wants me to. And I thought I would try it on watercolor paper. You're not a fan of doing it the way I did it with the brush? Well, the reason I thought about that, Eileen, was because then I could use it in the Beast. If I could maybe control the amount of water, then I could do it. And I brought the Beast in here to try it. So I could do a fun background in the Beast and control the water. I think I'm brilliant. You obviously think I'm a numbskull. Use larger sheets and use them in collage. Okay. Well, and another thing is like the little sheets after you use them are still pretty. So we're going to go ahead and I'll just do it Eileen's way. This is watercolor paper. It's just sheet B paper. I need focus, you freaks. Sorry. Spray with water faster. Well, I'm sure that. There's white. Here's all the colors that come. Black, brown, green, a little bit darker green, light green, real dark green, kind of a turquoisey, blue turquoise. I'm just going to move these aside and grab them. Real light blue, medium blue, dark blue, kind of a lilac. Lighter. Pink, 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 which Eileen loves. I'm afraid to lick my fingers to separate them because I end up with dirty fingers. Dark pink, dark red, two medium reds, orange, yellow. Yeah, another pink. They go in with the pinks. Real dark blue. And then I start over again with the white. So just I'm showing people so in case they want to order it, they can order it. We have to pick out colors that look good together. We can't just grab colors. We're going to do purple, blue, green. We'll add some orange for Eileen. We'll do yellow. Here's some red down here with the blue. Darker green up here. I'm going to frustrate the hell out of Eileen. I can already tell. Do some pink. We want brown here and there. So we'll tear them. Oh my God, something tells me you're going to have to open the bar. Could be, Eileen. I'm going to use all the different colors, I think. All right. Move this up a little bit. I'll put all these extra colors away so I don't. All right, we're just going to spray it and see what happens. Just grab 6 colors. No, we're going to use all the colors. We can go back and do it again. All right, here we go. We're going to spray now. Is there an upside or a downside? All right, there. Now they're not going to move. I didn't ever thought about an upside and a downside. Is there? Another thing that might be fun is to crumple them. What the heck is that? Is silly. Why is it silly? All right, you got to let it bleed for a minute. Hopefully, and I'm working on watercolor paper here, so yeah. These don't seem to be wanting to bleed too much. I did lay them on top of each other, for Pete's sake. Stained glass window. Yeah, it looks like it, right? Oh my God, CB. Where's CB? Oh. All right, how long do I have to leave it, Eileen? There's a bubble in there. All right, the green's moving. The blue is definitely moving, I can see. All right, I need to get something in a stack, silly. In a stack? Are you crazy? All right, let me get... I'm driving Eileen to drink early today. Usually she doesn't pull out the scotch until at least halfway into the show. All right, we're going to pull them off. Oh, now that's cool. I don't want that to go wreck that, though. I just grabbed a little bowl to put them in. Oh, this is fun. Now that purple didn't do anything. Containing the mess, Eileen. I know that annoys you. Yeah, those purples didn't do anything. Well, we have to add more color in the middle. That's pretty. Yeah, I saw them. Eileen, I did see your pictures, but isn't it weird that the yellow and the purple didn't do anything? So we're going to add some of these colors I've got left. And I'm not sure what the white's going to do either. I'm going to crinkle some and see if you can get any wrinkles in there. All right, and I'll add a little bit of black pieces. I don't want a lot of black, but I'll add a little bit of black. I'm really going to make her crazy, I can tell. I can hear her seething in Boca, going, oh my God, what are you doing? You have to understand, I am a control freak. I like, oops, I just got the paper sitting over here wet, so now I got to put it on. All right, I'm going to like where it gets crinkly. I can already decide that. Well, I know I put up with Eileen, but she's special. Special pain in my butt. And you can move them like I showed on that one that I did the day that I got them all. I did pick them up and move them, and they keep puking out colors. I'm not sure I'm going to like the black. In fact, I can almost tell you I'm not. If you're going to use black, you need like black. Like a good black. Eileen's loving this because it's a mess. Now, I'm not sure how different it would be too. You know, like I put that down and then picked it up right away. I wonder if you just put it all down and just left it and let it dry naturally. Well, this looks better than the first time you did it. Oh my God. Because there's enough water on here that I probably could move it around and do drippage and stuff. I'm not sure if I want to. And she's really right. It's messy. Now that's on watercolor paper. I'm going to leave that. We're going to try it on cheap copy paper, because this is what it would look like. And I got out some envelopes. I want to try it on some envelopes. Let's try it on the envelopes next. Excuse me. I'm going to have to move that. It's going to be in the way otherwise. Lay out a drying paper over here. All right, we're going to try it on an envelope next, and who knows? This may be coming in somebody's mailbox, because I'm always looking for pretty envelopes to mail out. Do a damn stack. Okay, do a damn stack. All right, Eileen. Just stack them all up like this and spray it. Like this is, I think, one of all the colors, or mostly all the colors. I'll put these back in. I'll put white on top. I'm going to do an envelope. I'm not going to cut an envelope. This is just a number 10 envelope. ET's use about 6 colors. Okay, so I'll do white, blue. I'll take out the black and the brown because I'm not crazy about them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got enough green. I like that one. All right, these are going to be a lot of blues and greens. And just set them in the stack and just spray it. All right, that's what she said. Put them in a stack and just spray it. All right, that's what she said to do. Here we go. Is that enough water, Bossy? I don't see it doing anything. Bye, Michelle. Okay, then pull them apart. Do I get to move them or just pull them apart? I'm going to lay them somewhere else. I have no clue what she is intending here. These little pieces are hard to manage. I will say that. And if this doesn't work, you know it's going to be my fault, correct? Like, that's Eileen's whole shtick. so she can dress me up and take me out and make me look like a fool. Some of these are sticking together. There's multiples. I can't get them apart. That was stupid. Hi, Artful Sassy Studios. Eileen's setting me up to look like a damn fool. I like my way better, Eileen. I give up. Artful. All right, I'm going to do something different for a minute. What did I do wrong, Eileen? Tell me what I did wrong. I don't know if there's an up or down on these either. I like the way I do it. And I'm trying to crinkle them so they get nice wrinklage. I like wrinklage, if you haven't figured it out. And probably, if I got salt out, I would imagine the same thing that happens with salt and watercolor would happen with this. This envelope is going to be so water soaked. Now, see, I like when the colors mix. I wanted you to get some cool pieces of tissue. I'm not sure what she's talking about. You mean I should be working on tissue? Like there where the blue is sinking underneath that purple. That's going to make some really cool looking designs there. You give up. She's given up on me. Who would help their friend in their time of need? Certainly not Eileen. There, now I'm trying to get some wrinklage. That's just butt ugly. I'm sorry, Eileen. That's just butt ugly. And some of these colors I don't think are working good. Like that pink, I got nothing out of that. I should try that. I'm going to try that on a separate piece of paper. We'll do it on this one that I've already worked on. I'm just going to put this here and spray it and see if it lets out any color at all. Let it dry. All right, see up here where I've got wrinklage? That's making some cool stuff happen. Don't give up, Eileen. Oh, you're cheering for Eileen now. Hello? You're supposed to be cheering for me. You had her at a double scotch trying to make an envelope. Oh, I'll bet that was hysterical. That must have been like a Colleen stream. Eileen screaming at the top of her lungs and nobody, absolutely nobody understanding it. All right, I'm going to just dry this real quick before I move all this. Because I think it's going to look really good. Hi, Orla. Cutting the paper to size was insane. I couldn't manage those huge sheets, Eileen. I had to cut it. Being tissue, it should dry pretty quick. Oh, Karen, when she was working on, I get what you're saying. On the envelope project. I get it. Yeah, because Eileen tweeted me and said that something about starting with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and it ended up like 10 by 10. I'm sorry I missed it. I don't know what I was doing. All right, we'll see if that's somebody I know.
An idiot is
Yeah, it
attempting
is.
to reach
Hang
you
on.
on your cellular.
Hi, honey. Are you there? Bread. I meant to tell you this morning. Uh-huh. I think so. All right. All right. See you. Bye. All right. I left Robert a message to call me to pick up bread. It was really fun. All right. And now Eileen is saying CB has to take over. Okay, CB, you do give instructions a little bit better. Tell me what she means. Now, see, I like that. I bet I'm going to get some fun stuff. This big green one's going to be iffy. This isn't bad. Some of these just aren't putting out real deep color. Okay, I'm not sure. Just be more random and less OCD. I thought I was being pretty random. Golly. Actually, I don't mind that. I think it's pretty. I'll hold it up here a minute and let you guys see it. It's got some pretty things about it. Are the little pieces of tissue cool colors now? Yeah, are you saying I should use these? And I'm just putting them in a tub. So, yeah, now these are actually looking pretty cool. Let me get a fresh piece of, I don't want to use that. It's watercolor paper. Let me get a scrap piece of paper here. Are you talking about like these tissue papers? These are looking cool. Just let them dry and use them. Is that what you're talking about? And then when they dry, collage with them. Okay, well then I probably should not stack them up because they're all going to end up the dark colors. I need to lay them out, which I can do. No big deal. Don't get your panties in a wad. The light colored ones are kind of funky though. They really are. All right, to fix this, I'll just do that later. Ain't nobody got time for that crap right now. And when everything's said and done, I may not have time for it. Yeah, no, the tissue papers themselves. Okay, I see what you're saying is this is not garbage. Oh my God, she has me saving trash again. Who's wearing panties? Eileen, she gets them all twisted all the time. Like she lives in constant panty scrunched upness. It's the tissue, not the paper. Okay, hi Kathy. I showed all your classwork before you came in. Okay, so it's this that is the desired thing, not this, or both. Save them. Okay, now see. All right, I'll get out a drawing sheet for the tissues themselves. I was going to put them in a bucket and throw them away. Ugh. All right, but I'm getting a cool envelope that I can send out to somebody. So she's saying save the tissues. Okay, we're going to save the tissues from now on. We're going to fix this envelope real quick, though. Look at the back. It's a mess. We don't care. All right, I'm going to take some of these darker colors, because that was the thing that amazed me about this experiment is when I originally did this and then moved it and wet it again, I kept getting more and more and more color out. So that was kind of cool. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be saving trash again. I think she does this because she knows I have like not huge OCD, but I'm OCD enough that doing stuff like this definitely brings out the worst in my craziness. And I recognize that. Like this one, there's two here and I can't get them apart. I think it's intentional on her part. I really do. I'm dipping in the bucket here and getting some. Oh, this is a mess. Are you kidding me? No wonder she said, oh, get the bleeding tissues. All right, I'm going to get it wet again, and then I'm going to dry it. Now, see, I like the overlapping squares. You guys may not like that, but I like that. I think it looks cool. Hi, Joe Beth. You should have cut them in bigger pieces, like 6 by 6. Okay, well, I wish I'd known that. I'm trying to think. I didn't cut it all up, I don't think. Because, see, I have this whole stack of the small ones, so we have to use them. And I don't care if we use them all. If we used every bit of it today, I'd be fine. The less junk I have around here, the better off I am, in my humble opinion. All right, we're going to do another one. This is so hard. We still got some little orange. Let's do orange. Orange is my least favorite color. Little pieces are silly. Well, crap. I should have, all right, I'm going to just pile all these up. I'm going to take the black and brown out, though. And the white seems stupid to me. Use the heat gun to dry the pieces. Okay, I will do that. We're going to do like a red one. Red, yellow, oranges, pinks, that sort. Here we go. And there's a certain part of me that if I think I'm driving Eileen crazy, there's a small amount of satisfaction there. Hi, Jilly. No worries. Eileen's making me crazy. All right, so I've got a stack of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably 6 or something. Now, this dark pink one I know is going to bleed good. You can just kind of tell the colors that are going to bleed well. This is hard to control. All right, so I just stack them up like that, round them. I don't know what they're wanting me to do here. All right, if this isn't random enough for you, then kiss a fat baby. Now she's going to say, oh my God, I give up. They will get crunchy with the heat gun and be cool. Okay. So while this one's sitting, I'll dry this one that I set over there. And if it gets a little blue in the corner, I don't care. All right, here we go. Sorry for the noise. Why are you using all the same colors? Well, because I don't want to end up with mud. Do you know color theory? Like if you put these colors together, you're going to end up with mud. All right, she wants me to use different colors. These I think I've already used before, though. You will not get mud. All right. You read it, you guys. You read it. She said we're not going to end up with mud. Somehow I don't believe that. I really, really don't believe that. Now they're flying all away. This is really what she wants. She wants them flying all away, going crazy so that she can make fun of me later. They do get crunchy, though, Eileen. Look, I just stuck my arm in it. It's no wonder she has me do this. All right, I'm going to check them here in a second. When they fly off, they're done. Oh my God, let them bleed first. I thought I did. Hi, Mark. I showed your journal. CB, she's driving me crazy. Well, I can re-wet them, right? Let's see what happened. All right, I'll move some of them. Poor Eileen. All right, she's right. I didn't let them sit long enough to bleed. So let me move some of them and I'll really soak them. This is getting soft right now. And you have to apparently let them really sit for a long time, because that makes the mess greater, is what I'm sure. Needs a lot of water and time. All right, what am I going to talk about in the meantime? What Shauna's saying, when I did mine, I made piles, stacks. I also showed how you can use them on a jelly plate. I'm not getting the jelly plate out today, I can promise you that. If I make it for another hour, I might be darn lucky. I'm going to have to go back and watch your video, Shauna. How you feeling, Shauna, by the way? I didn't even know what kind of surgery you had or anything, and I didn't want to be all nosy. But I hope you're doing well. 10 more connections to reach 500. She's in potato head mode today. Mr. Potato Head. All right, Eileen, I'm going to wait for you to tell me time's up. We can always work on top of it, right? And then I'll get the napkin journal out or whatever, and we'll glue some of these down. Because I'm not keeping them in a pile of mess. I promise you, I'm not doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hi, Carrie Ann. All right, let's see what's in this pile of crap that I threw away. Now this one, I think, will actually add, ooh, the dark blue one. Where's it? Because now that I've introduced the dark blue to it, I'm cool with it. This is crazy. Do 2 or 3 at once. Oh, I see what you're saying is get another one out. Oh my God. They want messes everywhere. All right, I'll move this one aside and we'll do another one. All right, here's 2 more. And that's all the envelopes I got out anyway, so. All right, I'm going to get out more. I'll include the blue. I don't want the black, though, and the brown. I just think that's going to make it too dirty. But I'll use all the other colors. She's saying stack them up. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but making that, it does, Mark. I don't know why I let her talk me into this every time. I look at it and I think, oh, that looks fun. And then until it's in my, use different colors. I'm using all the different colors. All right, I'll put some of these on this side, and then I'll use some of these on this side. All right, I'm just gonna do totally random now. I'll put green with orange. Is this better, Eileen? I'm using all the different colors, and I will go ahead and I'll make the black smaller and I'll add it in different places. Ugh. And the brown. But you almost know what's going to happen then. What would happen if you put magicals on after you lift the tissue? Oh, now Painty Girl is, Eileen must have talked to her off screen and said, tell her that the mess she's making is just not big enough. Green and orange make brown. Yes, they do, sweetheart. That's what when she says just use different colors, I'm like, I know what's going to happen when they mix. You can't help but get brown. All right, I didn't do it all precisely, Eileen. I did it all different colors. Is that okay? Now just spray. Not all blue and red. No, I did. I mixed them up. It's the colors that they sent. Like this is yellow, orange, pink. We'll throw in a blue, a light blue. I think there's a bunch of red down under there somewhere. How's that? It's all different colors. All right, Eileen's happy. This mess makes her happy. All right, here we go. Spray, 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 and I'm just going to let it sit. All right, the pages aren't moving now. All right, lots and lots of water because there's a few layers here, so it's got to soak through. I'm going to have to start drinking later on today, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure. This is going to be mud, I promise you. I'm going to need a bigger table. Yes, I can see that right away, Sharon. All right, this one I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll let this one just soak. There's not much water sitting, so it's definitely absorbed all the water. I'll go ahead and try and dry this one. Here's what Yummy looks like. We're doing a picture. Okay. So it's not the paper that you're working on, it's having the tissue left over is what she wants. Woo! See, I was doing it all backwards. Pull it apart first and then dry. Okay. Oh my God. Got me a nervous wreck. All right. These other ones that I laid out a little while ago are getting dry for the most part, so I'll put them in the big old tub. This one is pretty, I will say. All right, so I'm going to lay them out individually, right, Eileen? And then dry them? Because we don't care about the envelopes. I was caring about the envelopes, but apparently I can't care about the envelopes. I've got to care about the tissues. All right, I'm going to peel them off and lay them out flat and then dry them. That's what I'm guessing. Or just peel them off all at once. I had to move off the table because I don't have room over there. All right, there's the envelope. I'll just lay it down there. Pull it apart first. Let's see the dry ones. Okay. Let me dry these real quick and pull it over. I don't have room for all this crap. This one's not, well, these two envelopes are all together, so I'm going to have to dry it real quick. Sorry. That's too much dark. It's really dark, though. All right, let me get out another sheet. I can move this off on. All right. And now I'll bring over the tissues that I've already pulled off. This one's kind of cool looking. Well, one nice thing, it's If it turns to mud, at least it's brown, and I like brown. All right, in just a second, we're going to get out the book and glue some of these down and see what they look like when they're glued down. Excuse me. And this is the envelope that they were actually laying on. When they dry, they start blowing all over the place. They all look kind of the same to me on this one. My first one was better. Too much orange. Let me pick the ones up that blew away. All right, Kenny, have a great afternoon. These will make great circles to collage. Okay. See, I was going at this totally backwards. I don't want this stuff laying on my floor. I know that. Oh, man, they're going to start blowing, so they're just going to have to air dry. So we'll get out the book. I'll just pull them apart and let them just dry, air dry individually. Like this one I can tell is 2. CB's being quiet, so I'm either screwing up horribly or I'm doing it okay and she doesn't feel like she needs to give me any advice. Well, if I need red and orange, I got plenty of that. Well, I'm glad I didn't cut all of it. I still have half the pack that hasn't been cut. Okay. I'll set this over and let it air dry. And it's tissue, so it should dry really, really quickly, you guys. And I still have tons to play with. All right. I'll bring over that first sheet that I did. Now, see, I like this, Eileen. When I set them out and I was being a little bit OCD and I was driving you crazy. Yeah, I like the envelope. But this is where Eileen accused me of being too OCD. But to me, it's kind of like rainbowy, you know. I like this. I think this came out cool. That is nice, but rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. OMG. All right, I can set this over here. I'm going to dry this real quick, and then we're going to get out the book and glue some of this down and see if I can make Eileen happy in some way. Some way. This one I think is going to come out like way too dark to even, well, I can always put a label on it, but I would say this is going to come out so dark I probably won't even be able to go through the mail. All right. I feel like an absolute spastic, you guys. I just, oh, this one I didn't even get color on, so I'm going to lay that one down and let it keep doing whatever it's going to do. And I don't mind a little bit of white on the envelope. That won't be bad. When I say I feel like a spastic, I am so not kidding you. Go for it. Just my hands are going to be a mess. Just go with it. Just go with it, man. The pieces of tissue will be great. Okay, she sounds like somebody who's talking from experience here. I'm going to believe her until I have reason not to believe her. Actually, she's not led me astray that many times. I have to say, after I'm done streaming, the mess I have to clean up usually is overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. All right, I'm going to blow this again real quick. Like pulling these tissues apart is... I think I agree with you, Eileen, that some of these tissues to collage with are going to be pretty cool. So I'm not going to throw you totally under the bus yet. Did you get that yet part? Yeah. And I just ordered this tissue. I just noticed somebody saying it has to say bleeding tissue. I ordered it off of Amazon. And then later I saw Eileen say something about certain name brands are better than others. I don't know. I just picked the first one, and it was relatively inexpensive. So I was like, whatever. And what to play with for a stream, it was okay with me. If it wasn't for streaming and Eileen, it's probably not something I would have bought. I'll be real honest with you. A lot of times I do things for Eileen and to work on stream with that I would normally not do in real life. I do it for fun and to entertain you guys. And so Eileen has a reason to bitch at me for not following instructions very good, which I first to admit, I'm not very good at it. But yeah, this is not something I would normally. But I honestly think, Eileen, now I could be absolutely wrong, and I'll admit if at the end of the day you were right and I was wrong. I have to believe that keeping the colors in their kind of same color family would be preferable. Next time, cut them in bigger pieces. I have a whole half of the package I can cut up later. Because when it came, I was like, holy crapola, what am I going to do with all this stuff? But one thing, I think the grandkids will like it. Like, I can see Courtney playing with this and totally digging it. So if I don't do anything but she gets to play with it, then I'm cool with that. And it could be she's kind of getting in an age where she doesn't want to get messy, so who knows? Maybe she wouldn't either. If you throw any of the tissue away. If I throw any of the tissue away, Eileen, I'll just lie to you. How about that? We're going to glue some down here in a minute and see. I'll be picking this crap up for months. I'm pretty sure. And like this area that looked really, really dark, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to come out black. Actually, the individual tissues are not. Like this one's not going to, it's going to be that color, I think, and that's multiple sheets. This one looks like I have black or brown in it. Now I can't tell which is top, bottom. Ugh. All right. Look at, they're floating away, so they're dry enough. All right, we're going to get out the matte medium and the book, and that's what I should do. Just package it all up and send it to Eileen. Say, here you go, girly, have at it. Because if we glue it down and we want to change it, we can always work in that book too. I'm going to go ahead and get the book out here. We're going to glue some of this crap down and see. And this is the book where I glue down a lot of junk. In fact, everything in here, other than the string art that we started with, is papers that I've made that I've glued down. Why can't we just work on that page? We can. And this is all papers that I've made that I'm going to do something with in this book. So I just left it in here so I wouldn't have to go looking and hunting for it later. Because I know me. When I put stuff away, some of it is never to be seen again. It goes into the black hole of works in progress. I need some new matte medium. I've been going through a lot of this. Be careful, they will bleed on the book pages. Yeah, that's okay, don't you think? All right, let me fill my bottle here real quick if I can get it open. Can I have to order some? Another Amazon order. Oh my. I hate when that happens. All right, that's probably enough. So I'm going to have it all over myself anyway. Dip the tissue so you don't have, okay, hang on. Rip the tissue so you don't have straight edges. What the heck is wrong with straight edges? I'm not discriminating against the straight edges. See, Kathy Arbor knows me. I live for straight edges. What is wrong with a good straight edge? All right. I'll grab some of these out and we'll start collaging. Some of them aren't completely dry, but who cares? They're going to get wet and when I collage them anyway. She wants me to get rid of the straight edges. Oh, they're already small enough to work with. I'm gonna do the squares. I don't give a crap. I'm not arguing with you, Eileen. The colors do look pretty cool. Makes it easier to cut without a ruler. I didn't use a ruler when I cut these. I used my, I used the straight edge of my X-Acto. Never mind, I'm a big fat liar. Ooh, that blue actually moved. That was acrylic ink. That shouldn't be moving. I think it's acrylic. Thought we did most of them acrylic. We're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to randomly glue down, see what we end up with. Now, see, I'll like when they overlap and you'll be able to see the corners. I'll actually like that. Eileen won't like that, but I actually will. And if they get wrinkly, I won't care either. I really didn't think that ink would move, but it is. Mommy and Daddy are fighting again. You guys think that's what Eileen and I sound like? Mommy and Daddy fighting again? I think we sound like two old biddies, old sisters who have lived together far, far, far too long. They need to go get a life. Now that one, this part, okay, you guys maybe not be able to see it because one, I'm not on camera and I'm kind of far away, but I'll hold it up where you can see, hopefully. If you rip them, you'll have some great scraps. Can you see that part down there? Right there where it's kind of bled? That's way cool. I wish they were all like that. But we're just going to keep keeping on. I'll tear some of them so it's not just squares everywhere, maybe. I guess that's why my matte medium's getting kind of muddy. I'm going to say they aren't bleeding that terrible much. I have to clean my brush periodically. Hi, Debbie. Eileen's got me gluing down bleeding tissue paper. I'm not sure how I ever let her talk me into this. And you guys saw that one watercolor I did where I did just squares in my practice journal. I did like that a lot. So the squares don't bother me. Overlapping squares, I like it. They're not totally dry. This one I want to save because it's in a, I'll put this one up here because it's really cool looking. This one's kind of butt ugly. All right. Some of the pieces are nice. Yeah, I agree, Eileen. I hadn't really thought that I was going to save the tissue. I was probably going to end up trashing it, but yeah, now I'm thinking, okay, you can keep it. Look at that one straight in the corner. That'll drive her crazy. Oh, now here's a white one. So the white ones don't bleed. They just take the other colors. Now I'm starting to see the wisdom here. Why don't you explain that first? Dope. I'm just cleaning my brush over here. Get some of the dirty out of it. This whole thing is pretty dark, actually. Probably have to spray a white stencil through it or something. White ink through a stencil on it or something. The tissue does get pretty cool. Peeling them apart is a pain, though. Like finding out which one is on top. Annoying. See, I think I like the overlap a lot. Yeah, I like the pops of orange as well. I need to clean that. That's getting way too icky. I tried to tell you. You don't do a very good job telling me, though. Like, I'm always the last to know or to figure it out. Maybe that says more about me than you. Never mind. Like that piece up there, this red with the black kind of in it. I like that. That one's still too wet. Getting quiet in here, sorry. Probably should have spread this out over the 2 pages because now I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of different colors on the next page over. I guess it doesn't really matter. missed a bit of drama though while I was away from it. You're drinking, CB? You're acting like Eileen. No, but actually, I think this is really pretty now. This collage, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, these two finally came apart. Not enough room. I'm afraid if I put that green next to that red, it's going to look like Christmas. So. All right. Let me move the camera. And we'll start over here. I still got quite a bit of that paper left. It should be okay. Ah, get off there. Oh, this one's disintegrating. How the heck did that happen? Look it's just like disintegrating. What the hell? I'm getting that off there. That is so not staying. That is weird. Icky. That's really icky. All right. A little bit stays. It can be a. Thank you for listening. Okay, Jo Beth. Have a nice nap. That might be what I wish I was doing here in about 2 minutes. Now, this afternoon, I think I'm going to actually draw a little bit. Work on a couple of Inktobers, get a little bit ahead. I don't think I'm going to go to Oklahoma City. Long story, but yeah, I don't think we're going to go this month. We might go next month. And that's really okay with me because, I mean, I've been good about keeping up with my Inktober's and getting a little bit ahead, but other things have really, really suffered, I think. Because right now is the time I should be outside working in the yard, right? And I haven't gotten all my yard chores done, and I need to do that. I mean, winter's going to be here before I know it. And last year, one of the gardens I never did get done. So I had to do it in the spring. I don't want to do that again. That's too big a mess. So time to prune the roses. There's just a lot of stuff to do. I do like the pieces of tissue, Eileen. Like this, the page that I glued this down, this side, yeah, I like the way that looks. And I know you're not a fan of the straight edges, but I'm liking them. I like where they overlap and make a third or fourth or fifth color, whatever. Yeah, I am liking them. You get little surprises peeking out from the background, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, stained glass kind of, yeah. And I'm not paying much attention because to me these pieces over here are looking a lot the same, so hopefully I come across some really interesting ones here in a minute. to kind of showcase somewhat. But even where they overlap and look real dark, I think is cool looking. They've got some real dark pieces coming up. Kathy, you probably have had to already get all your gardens cleaned up because it's getting way cold up there. See, we still have a nice few days coming up down here. Like 80s and stuff like that. Not 80s, 70s coming up. But it's getting cool at night. Oh my gosh, it's been so nice sleeping. I think that's part of the reason I slept so late this morning. I was way late to Dee Dee's. And no mud. So there, look at her. She's like totally rubbing it in. But yeah, I slept way in this morning. And you guys, I was wondering when I woke up this morning, when does time change? When do we do like fall back? Just curious. I need a piece of deli. Do I have one? I'm going to glue my other pages otherwise. Yeah, when's fall back? I think it's got to be coming up here soon. Oh, November 3rd. Thanks, Julie. Hi, by the way, if I didn't say hi. Hi, Laura. November 3rd. So we've got what? A couple weeks. My matte medium's getting way, way, way too dirty. So I'm going to have to clean this brush. "13 days. Yep, a couple weeks. So hopefully, yeah, it'll start getting light a little bit earlier and I won't want to sleep half the day. Oh my gosh, this morning when I woke up and it was almost 8 o'clock, I was flabbergasted. I can't even remember when I've been sleeping like this so late. Last night I did take allergy medicine, so I knew I was going to sleep good. That's kind of cheater for me. If I take my allergy medicine, I know it's going to conk me out. Yeah, we did have a really bad storm last night. Oh my gosh, right at bedtime. It was just, I don't know, maybe 10:30 or something. And I had just gotten into bed and this storm started and there was stuff hitting the house. I even thought to get up and check the weather to see if there were tornadoes. Dallas actually did have a tornado yesterday. But it felt like total tornado weather. Did I get up? No, I didn't. I laid there and listened to it. It went on for quite a while. Now, I must have eventually gone to sleep to it because it was still raining really hard when I went to sleep. Wind, rain, hail, no tornado, just east of us. Okay, yeah, I saw a video on Twitter this morning of a guy in his car who the tornado apparently just went right in front of him. That one's still too wet. So, yeah, it was kind of a scary evening last night. Now that one, I have to say, Eileen, that was an awesome piece. of tissue. So I guess the more I do, the more I'm going to find tissues I like. I'll have to find a place to put these. I was not planning on keeping them, just saying. But I'll be keeping them. Just keep it on your side of the pond. Yeah. Well, this is a weird time of year to be getting that kind of weather. Tornadoes are springtime events, not autumn. So it was weird that we even had that kind of weather this time of year. Now, high winds, that's not at all unusual. We'll commonly have high winds in the fall, which helps the leaves and everything, which are really, really starting to turn and fall a lot. In the next 2 weeks, we'll have a lot of leaf cleanup. All right. This one's going to stick out like a sore thumb because it was from a different pile, but that's okay. We're going to use it anyway. Now that's one that I crinkled up, Eileen. That one looks way cool. I should have showed it before I slapped it down, because I'm using some now from a different pile of stuff. See, this one's still sopping wet. That's all right. We're going to use it anyway. Now, if I put other papers on top of this, I put this one down because I wanted the bright color. To me, this just seems like all too dark. Yeah, I like these pages. I mean, they don't necessarily match, but oh well, stuff happens is pretty much how I feel about that. I'm going to add some orange over here. I'll show you the envelopes because they came out pretty cool. I'll put a couple of these on this page, so hopefully we'll match them up a little bit. That one's absolutely still sopping. Wonder if it'll get moldy. Nah, it'll dry. Cool looking. I like this. I like the right side the best. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I think stenciling will look good too. I just have to decide what kind of stencil. But I think white or something on top of it will look good. Oh, there, I was going to say, I thought I saw a place that I was missing. I think I got most of them now. Okay, this up here, it looks real bright in your camera. It's not. That's the weird thing about streaming is the colors are not, they don't come out anywhere close to what I consider to be accurate. But that's, you still have some that you did 20 years ago. You should be ashamed of yourself hoarding that stuff like that. I'm just trying to add a little bit of color in here and there now to match up the pages. I think if there's some of the same color on each of the pages, then they will start looking more like they belong together, right? I mean, I think ultimately I can make them look like they belong together, but that'll help a little bit for sure. I do like it, I have to say, Eileen. 3,000 pieces. Okay, there you go. Gail just said you can get 30 colors, 3,000 pieces for $7.98. And you probably go through 3,000 pieces faster than you think, honestly, doing it this way. I'm going to put this book aside and let it air dry and show you the stuff we've already done. But I think you could do just like some color themes too, you know, where you did primarily orange or yellow or whatever. Another thing that might be fun to do on a page like that, I wouldn't do it in that book, I don't think, but to Zentangle on top of that background might be interesting. Okay, here's the envelopes. And I just use these to mail out Happy Mail. So, and this is all the paper I've got left, believe it or not, out of all that I just did. The rat is home.
I cannot get any peace and quiet.
Then why'd you come home? You know you're not getting any here. What now? Be nice. I'm on stream.
Trees all torn apart over at
Stable Cottages?
yeah, at Mary's.
Oh no. So you got to go over there and help her?
Well, yeah, Donnie told me, take it out.
Wow. Dorothy said hi, Robert.
So I'm going right back out and do that. Who said what?
Dorothy said hi, Robert.
Tell her hi.
Hello, husband of Janet. Oh, don't go putting our address out there. Dork. He is a really freaking dork. Wow, I got lots of Happy Mail today. Eileen, hi, my sweet Robert. Why do you put this on my... just set over there for right now. I'll open the Happy Mail while I'm on stream, though. Bet it was the Big Pine. Was it the Big Pine? Eileen, Elaine's asking. Was it the Big Pine over at Mary's?
I don't want to know it's not a pine. Tell her it's the one next to the fireplace.
The one next to the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that it looks like a holly tree. I know what
Yeah.
one you're talking about. Yeah.
Tore it up pretty bad. There's one long straight part of it that's going up the side of the house. Donnie said, leave that to me. Okay.
Okay, this came from Lena. Everybody's saying hi, Robert. Oh my God.
Hi, girls.
She sent me the monkey facial sheet mask. Cleanse your pores and remove dirt and oil. Did you see hers? Did you see when she took a picture of one in hers? I don't know if I want to use it though. But look at the card. That's really pretty. And then she sent me some envelopes. This monkey mask should be so strong it'll also clean your conscience. The frugal one flips it reverse and also clean their butt when done in the face. Oh my God, that's so funny. Love from Lena. Oh my God. Look at the kitty cat. Oh. These will go in the beast. I actually drew a cat. I'll have to get it out. I was just sketching real quick. And then another napkin. That one's really pretty. Oh, that one's really pretty. How fun is that? Thank you, Lena. Yeah, she's a big fat lurker, isn't she? She is a big fat lurker. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you. A monkey facial sheep mask that I can use on my face and my butt. Girl's hysterical. All right, I got a letter from Teresa. I'll show you the card, but I'll read the letter later because I like to sit and drink a cup of coffee with the letter. It's kind of like a treat, you know? You are a big fat lurker. Creeping it real. Oh, that's so cute. Aw. Look at Candy made me do it. Teresa, that is so excellent. That is so unbelievable. Look at you guys. I think it's the Distress Oxide in the background. It looks that way. And then one of the Timmy Holtz stamps with a branch that she's die cut. Candy made me do it that she's glued on there. Little flag. And then inside, Creeping It Real. Aw, Teresa, thank you. That's so nice. It's so cute. She embossed the bird. Her cards are always, but the sewing, she sewed this on. No, she just sewed the card and then glued it, but it looks like it's sewn on. So cute. But the letter, Teresa always writes a long, newsy letter that she includes, but I save those for a fresh cup of coffee. Yeah, I like the Timmy stamps too. And then there was another one here. What did I do with it? Oh, I set it back over there. Hang on. Now my address is out there in the, because I'm not going to edit it out, so somebody's going to have to want it really damn bad.
Shell that I put in my pocket.
Robert's having a meltdown here.
Oh, that scared you to death.
What is it?
It's a mirror. I looked in it.
Oh, that's actually my mirror. Where the hell did you get that?
I guess it was in my pickup. I thought it was my.
You can have it. I don't want it.
Put it back in the pickup.
What do you need it for? Anyway, and then I got one from Dee Dee. Yeah, they are. Teresa's cards are always so excellent. All right. And Dee Dee sent me one of her pose. So this will go on my Dee Dee bulletin board. I have a bulletin board in the kids' room where I put all the, well, everybody's art, but there's a lot of Dee Dee art up there. It's so nice. And Dee Dee, I will spec this paper and get back with you on it. That is a really unusual paper. I will say that. But I'll do my best. Now you have to do a Poe book. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a door book, and I'm not doing a Poe book. Got other crap I gotta do. Thanks for all the Happy Mail, guys. I love Happy Mail. All right, now here's the envelopes that I did. Those will work. Yeah, they're fun. I like them. So that I'll use that to send out some Happy Mail. Gathering up some spare parts here. All right, do we want to do some more bleeding tissue real quick? Try some water drops on an envy to see if it'll, oh, okay. See if it will, if it'll move. Let's do on the orange. Well, we can do it on either one of these because they're both dark enough. You're wanting it to behave like distress, Eileen? Probably if I'm going to pick up any of this color, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Just drops. Well, it's just drops. This thing has so much matte medium. This is my art rag. It has so much matte medium on it, it's not even absorbent anymore. And I'm not sure that the diaper is a whole lot better. These definitely need to go in the laundry. Oh, they are leaving marks, Eileen. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I'll let it dry. But yeah, you can see where I splattered the water. I don't know how good you guys can see it. I can see it on my streaming computer. But yeah, I'm seeing it a little bit on the other one. Yeah, I wonder if I blot it. Or should I just leave it? I'm not sure. We'll just blot this one and see how it works. Oh, yeah. If you blot it, you can pick the color right up. Oh, that's kind of cool to know. Yeah, that's way cool. That's good to know. Paper towel over drops might lift more. Yeah, that's what I figured out, Debbie. That rather than just letting it sit there and where you're actually picking up the color. Cool idea, Eileen. Look at her. The girl never, ever disappoints. I swear to God. It's cool looking. All right, now we have to do it on all of them because these two are feeling all left out and stuff. Then you need to seal before mailing. What now? Hope it's not raining when these are, yeah, really. All right, I'm going to let that water sit for a minute and then pick it back up. Very, very cool. Very, very. So now I have a few Happy Mail envelopes. I like when I have a few backlogged because then Happy Mail goes out so much more expediently. If I have to make something, yeah, always takes a little while. All right, I think the next one I want to do my way. Well, I can do that later. I'll do it Eileen's way because that's what Eileen wants. But actually, these papers that I use for just overflow, they're getting pretty cool. So ultimately, I'll be able to use these on collage or something like that. Excuse me. And there's another one. Let me go get it. Oh my God, Janet Way. Let me go get that other page. Actually, I do like this watercolor one. All right, should I splatter this with water or not? But that's one thing you have to really remember. If you use this, apparently the colors, oh, I forgot I had a whole bunch of these sitting over here drying. A bunch of the orange ones. Oh my God, you move and they go everywhere. These all look much the same to me. But yeah, I mean, if you use these, you're going to have to be really mindful that they continue to move long after you think you're done. Dropping stuff. Let's look, because I let these dry on here, so the page underneath should have absorbed some of them. So they could be looking pretty cool. Yeah, see this whole page underneath, this could definitely be put into a journal now. It's looking way distressed and cool looking, so a spray sealer, yeah. As a rule, I don't like to use spray sealers. Occasionally I'll use a workable fixative or something like that, but it's kind of rare. I just, as a rule, don't use them. Now these don't seem to be moving quite as much. Don't know why, but I mean, I'm getting some spots for sure. Probably the darker the color, the more the spots are going to show up. This one I really like. I like this envelope very, very much. Of course, it's my colors. Why wouldn't I like it, right? Use them on a vinyl bag. Oh, that's a good idea. Abstract bowl of flowers. On this one, Kathy, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I just think this sheet is looking way cool. And it's kind of wrinkly and textury from all the water that I've asked it to absorb at different times. Because this has been around for several weeks now. I just use it as an overspray. It does kind of look like abstract flowers. All right, let's do some more. Do I do envelopes? I know the envelopes will get used, so that's one of the reasons I typically will use envelopes or something like that. Based on what I'm seeing so far, like this is watercolor paper, where the paper itself is very, very absorbent. And I got a lot of color on it. So, and then this is envelope weight. Just probably, envelopes are made out of 24-pound paper, not 20. So, I don't know, the watercolor paper definitely absorbs the color a lot more, is my thinking. Let me see what other color kind of papers I got out to mess with. I know I got just a piece of white cardstock that everybody has around all the time and uses, 25% cotton fiber, and yeah, just copy paper. I like to try products on different papers because everything works different on different papers. The overflow papers, it used to be used for newspaper layouts. I think it's like a 24-pound. It's definitely not a 20-pound. It's a little bit heavier weight. Try some drops on the watercolor paper. Okay, let me spec this real quick. Something in my mind tells me this is 24-pound. I spec'd it when I printed it. Let me look. Oh no, it's 28-pound. Which stands to reason. It got a lot of handling. Yeah, it's 28-pound. So might be as high as 32. It's hard to tell, but so it's a little bit heavier weight. All right, we're going to try some drops on this for Miss Eileen. All right, got some good amount on there. I am dropping everything today, absolutely everything. Your daily Squidward. Squid, Eileen got rid of you. That's her job. I don't feel bad. Squidward is kind of a funny name, though. Oh, did you guys hear? Well, you probably don't follow the freaks that I follow on Twitter, but Mitt Romney had a second Twitter account where he called himself Pierre Delecto, and he'd go around spamming people on Twitter. I just think that's so hysterical. Poor Squid. Bye, Squid. All right, where's my... I don't know how long to let it sit, because remember, on watercolor paper, the paper itself is designed to absorb as quick as you put it on there, right? So I'm not expecting as dramatic. Yeah, they're not near as dramatic as on the paper that's not necessarily absorbent. But I think you have to leave it on there so that it, yes, Pierre Delecto. Not even a good pseudonym. I know, a SpongeBob character who's asking for money. No, shit. I never heard that. Oh my God. So yeah, I don't know. You can see it, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, not nearly as dramatic as, say, this. This one really, really, the spots really are apparent. And I think they've gotten darker as they've sat, but I like that. I like that a lot. I like how some of them really gathered up the pigment around the edges. That's very cool. Squid, not Pierre. Okay. There's a lot of fish in the sea. Probably didn't know she landed on Monkey Island. Yeah, Squid, don't come to Monkey Island asking for money. I will have to laugh at you. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it on cardstock, because cardstock 1 is not that absorbent. Yeah, what the hell? We got time. We got 30 minutes. And then I don't know if Vicky's streaming today. Debbie, what are you doing off? Are you out of school already? The black scares me. The white is good because it absorbs all the other colors. See, I wasn't getting that. There's some greens, a blue. I like white now that I know what it does. Oh, dentist today. Woohoo. I know Eileen's going, you're using all the same colors again. Well, they're at the top. What can I say? Here comes the other colors. I'll move the white around. I'm going to get mud again. I'd like to kind of keep the colors where they're not going to just absolutely muddy themselves to death. You know what I mean? Get a large sheet of white to get the color. Well, I'm working on top of white. I guess I'm not following, Eileen. Get some white. I've got a few white sheets in here. Man, they put a lot of green in here. White tissue. You want me to do this on top of white tissue? All right, let me water this one down, and while it's absorbing, I'll go ahead and get a white tissue. All right, I'm going to let this one just absorb. I know that's not going to get any color there. I'm trying to just cover all the places of white, but where I end up with some still clean color. I want clean color. Lay white tissue on top. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough. Oh, I want those orange sticks so bad, you guys. Why did I bring those in here? Oh. Okay, got some cool tissue paper. Let me cut it because these are really big sheets. That looks really colorful and pretty, right? Just trying to get this tissue down to a manageable size here. So I guess I asked the question and didn't wait for a response. Was Vicky or somebody going to stream after me? I know it's normally Jean that would. I mean, it's her normal time slot, but since she's not streaming, was somebody else going to stream in her spot just so we can go ahead and announce and everybody can kind of prepare? Probably good to dampen from far away so that they don't blow all over the place. All right, we're just going to let this one go. You can see when the colors start running. Okay, how long should I let it sit before I sop it up, Eileen? Ooh, that tastes like my donut. I dipped my donut in my coffee this morning, and my coffee tastes like my donut now. Just a few minutes. Keep the light on for a bit. Okay. Do I wet the white too? Oop, that didn't go flat. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. I'm kind of thinking I should wet this too. I'm going to wet it. Whatever happens, what happens. Whatever. Now, I like this because I'm getting a lot of wrinklage, and that's probably one of my favorite things is wrinklage. I like wrinklage. Probably because I look in the mirror every morning and see all the wrinklage and go, holy crap. Where did my youth go? My misspent youth? And I had misspent youth, believe me. Hi, Safia. Just okay, busy traffic, but sales were low. Oh, on your craft fair this weekend, Debbie. It's not very wet. We're going to wet it again, and then I'm going to start blowing it dry. There ought to be some nice color mixturage down there, I think. Join the club with all the wrinklage on your face. Yeah, it's, I don't know. You know, I guess when I was middle-aged, it never occurred to me the changes that were going on. I guess I just didn't pay any attention. But now it's just like, how did this happen? Did it just happen overnight, or what the hell? I'm hoping, Sharon. I think on this one, because I'm liking that one page so much, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and put it on this. I shouldn't have a lot of overflow, but if there is any, we'll catch it with that. You can see some brown down in here and right in here, so you can kind of anticipate where you're going to end up with the mud. All right, blowing it dry, blowing it dry. One thing I have to say is for those little pieces of tissue that I've been laying down, they pack a lot of color in there. All right, I'm gonna try and get the tissue stuck to the tissue. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Which actually doesn't make a bad collage all by its own self. But I will go ahead and peel these apart. That's the part I'm going to hate the most, though, is peeling them apart. Ugh, how tedious is that? See what I'm talking about? Tedious. Because you can't tell which is top and bottom. All right, I'm going to lay these out so that we can look at the tissues when we're done here. Oh, now this one, that one's cool. Where the color kind of just pooled. It would help if I had just a plain white piece of paper. Yeah, like these light purple ones, they're like, they don't let out any colors, but they do absorb the colors around them. So I guess that's the point. And that white one is disintegrating. Okay. I guess I shouldn't care if they rip, right? Who cares? Well, if you cut it bigger sheets, you wouldn't have this problem. Eileen, I'm beginning to smell what you're stepping in, girl. I'm just laying them out over here. Yeah. All right. Some of them aren't going to get separated, apparently. Like that blue one with the pink on the edges. That's very cool looking. I like that. But working on top of the tissue is hard too, because the tissue is so fragile, you know, like I can see myself tearing that, which I suppose if you're going to collage, does it really matter? Probably not. Yeah, see, I just tore it. It is very fragile, which is okay. I actually have some different tissue that has some wax on the back that might work really good too, and it wouldn't be quite so fragile as this. I don't like it as well, but for this technique, it might be better. Just saying. See, like this one where the blue has some red on it, that's kind of pretty. I'll definitely use these. I'll do, before I put everything away, I'll dry these and probably glue them down in another page in that napkin journal or the string art journal, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, I probably will go ahead and glue some of these down because honestly, in my world, you guys, if I have to organize this and find a place to store it, it's not going to go well. Just saying, it is not going to go well at all. But here's the tissue paper, which is cool looking. I like it. I like the part that has the wrinklage on it best. Letting it dry longer might help that. Buffering. I don't have buffering. Yeah, some of them are pretty pieces, that's for sure. So I'll set this over here and let it dry. And then here's the, oh, I've got a couple more on here. And say, here's the cardstock that it bled off onto. So you actually end up with two colorful pieces of art to use in the end. I actually like this one where the where it didn't actually kiss the page and ended up with white. I like that. So I guess nobody has volunteered to stream after me. Done. But you end up with some pretty cool tissue paper to use too. So, bonus. I'll just let this junk air dry. And it's not bleeding through onto that background sheet now. It's just literally sitting there drying. Okay, Sharon says she will if nobody else will. Well, go for it, Sharon. Get in some good practice, girl. I'll be cleaning up around here and probably start getting some dinner ready. If I can ever get these hands cleaned up again. But that's pretty typical what I do after I stream is immediately start cleaning up the mess. All right, I'm going to have to dry this a little bit. Yeah, I like these pieces too. There's a lot of pink going on these pieces left over though, Eileen. So you would not like that. That pink must have been really, really strong because there's a lot of it. All right, time to pick up some tissue. It's going everywhere again. But I'll end up with a big tub of it now. I guess towards the end, you guys don't want to sit here and listen to a heat gun, so I can let them air dry when I'm done. But yeah, there'll be some good pieces here. Let me pull this over and see if it's dry yet. Here's the book. Actually, this is upside down from the way I actually did it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, it's not. This is the front of the book. Never mind, goofing up here. But see if it dried any differently than what you saw when I was working on it. The one thing I noticed just right offhand is the string art seems to me to be more prevalent. Drops are probably not going to work on this, Eileen, because of the matte medium. Yeah, the matte medium would seal these. Well, now that you say that, all right, now I got to do it because I think it did actually, but it shouldn't because the matte medium should have sealed it, right? But actually it looks to me, oh man, tissue everywhere. It looks to me down here like it did, but that can't possibly be, right? Yep. I have no place to get water. The matte medium should have sealed it. So, but we're going to find out right now. We should not have any color movement. I'll let that sit for a minute. That's what I think too, Eileen, that the matte medium should have sealed it. But now that I'm sitting here looking at this, of course, the matte medium may not be fully dry. So maybe what I'm doing, but something is moving in some of these places. Maybe would I not have gotten it thick enough? I don't know. Down here, it didn't do anything. But right here, there's definitely some water spots. So what in the world? Yeah, it did a little bit, Eileen. Like right there where that blue was, I definitely picked up blue on this. But nothing dramatic. Not that I would do it and hope for anything that's going to make a big difference for sure. I like these reds that I added right there at the end. How that green is kind of showing through and looking kind of distressed. Yeah, down here that is weird. But yeah, it's not making a difference really. I do like these pages though. Looks very abstract to me, right? Like this is the ultimate abstract art. And it feels so cool. I just love the way matte medium makes a page feel. Oh my God, no, I glued the page to the deli rat. I think I can save it. All right. I am, Eileen. And but look out here, okay. On the edge where it didn't get matte medium, where I speckled, yeah, it definitely did. And I'll trim these pages after they're completely dry, but yeah, it definitely water splatted over there. And then a couple places where I had thick matte medium, it's wanting to puddle up a little bit, but yeah. All right, let's look here. I only got like 10 minutes left. This page needs to be trimmed. I haven't trimmed it yet. This was the Magicals with the white sprays. This was just whatever, don't know. This one I might end up doing because I pulled out a lot of the black and the brown bleeding tissues because I didn't want black and brown with all those other colors. I might just lay them down. Here, let's just do it now. What the hell? Just use all the black and browns that I kind of set aside. I don't have a huge number of them. Might use some orange too. Look like a fall page. I'm going through the whole pile. We'll put a lot of orange because I think the orange is definitely going to overpower the other colors, but we'll see. We're going to do a black and brown page. Which is okay because I'm not crazy about this page anyway. So we'll just see how it turns out. Get some ideas. I'm not sure if I want to cover the whole thing either. And then I'm going to spray it, and we're going to leave. And whatever happens, happens. Halloween colors. Yeah, this will be like a Halloween page. Okay, that's it. And if there's some white here and there, we don't care. I guess I better to protect the other pages in the book, put the map or the deli paper back, which I should have done before I laid all this junk out. What the hell is the matter with me? Why didn't you guys tell me? Hashtag it's all you guys' fault. If it's not Eileen's fault, it's somebody else's fault. In every instance. You know, one color they didn't have a lot of course, the dark purple takes everything over, but I was going to say there was really no dark purple in those bleeding tissues, was there? They had the lilac and the real light purple that just absorbed the colors, didn't really generate color. I'm going to add some yellow too. I don't know if it's going to actually add anything, but we shall find out. Ready? Remember, if you don't like a page, you can always just gesso over it, right? Hi, Kathy. Spray lightly at first because the tissue, just the air from the tissue blowing makes it want to move. I'm just playing now, just doing like a color theme page to end it out, and then I'll say goodbye. And I think Sharon's coming on, so y'all can go hang out at Sharon's. I'll turn it on, have it in the background for at least the first hour. Thinking. See, I'm wondering, like Kathy did with the brayer, if I should brayer it to make sure that it's kissing the paper really good. Like right there, I just don't think it is. All right, I'll do this. I got tons of tissue. What do I care? Look, the tissue came out pretty cool. I knew by adding that orange, it would definitely change. The blue-black, because the black isn't going to come out the real black. How did the color bleeding turn out? We've gotten some fun stuff. I did a few envelopes for Happy Mail. And this one's on watercolor paper. This was the first one when I didn't understand what Eileen was trying to get at. And I don't know, at the end of the day, I think it came out okay. I wouldn't fire me for it. And then these are the envelopes. That I'll just use for Happy Mail because it's essentially mailing out trash, right? And then we collaged one of them in the book, which I can't move right now. And then this one just planned because I wanted to see how it acted on cardstock. This cardstock is, it's cheap cardstock. And right now it's kind of feeling like suede. But it ends up drawing really hard and crispy. So yeah, they came out fun. And then on top of that, and I don't have it now, but when everything is said and done, I'll end up with a bunch of this tissue that's been bled to collage. And it comes out, let me show you. Can't show you on that. Let me find something white to show you on. All right, here's a piece of paper. So you end up with the pieces of tissue kind of like this to play with later. This one's kind of cool. So I didn't realize that what you were going for was the trash. But now Eileen is telling me, no, I have to keep the trash. Like that one's cool. There was another green one that I thought, oh, that one's going to be cool. So yeah, the tissue that you end up with is pretty awesome. But I didn't know that that was our ultimate goal. I didn't understand going in what our goal coming out was. And then this is the tissue that I just absorbed some of it with. I like this because it's got the wrinklage. So I don't know. There's plenty of things to play with and experiment with, I have to say. This reminds me of a tie-dye shirt that I probably had in high school because I was a hippie, pretty much. High school and college, pretty much hippiedom. Hell, I never changed. Who am I kidding? That one's cool. So yeah, you end up with some really fun little pieces of tissue. And I will cut the next ones bigger, Eileen. I really will. So they're a little easier to handle. This is the green one I was talking about, where the color kind of went to the edge. I like that one. That one's cool looking. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to organize these or keep them. That's kind of stuff that makes me a little nervous. So yeah, got some cool tissues to play with. And then here's the orange and brown. I like this tissue a lot. I should make a autumn card or something out of it, right? You did great pieces when you layer the colors. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be all right. And this has just absorbed some of the water, so I should put it away. So here we are at 3 o'clock. My time's up. Should I go ahead and take all this off and let you guys see? Yeah, let's do it real quick. It won't take but a minute. I'll just move it all over there. So yeah, this page came out quite different from the, I like it, from the string art that we did. I'm not sure what I'll do on top of it, but it's kind of fun looking, right? She likes to have us figure it out ourselves. She's kind of like my art teachers back in the day. Yeah, I know. Kathy, did you see that note I wrote? I remember it was a high school art teacher. Oh, she was kind of a hippie too. But anyway, I was short. Okay, I was maybe in high school like 5'2". I was pretty short and pretty skinny. And I was one of the smallest people in the school, right? Well, this art teacher we had was even smaller than me. Like she was 4'5" or something. Like she was teeny tiny little girl. And we were drawing, we had like a model there and we were drawing. And rather than come up and give me advice, she grabbed my pencil. And I wanted to smack her, but I couldn't smack her because she was smaller than me. And so I just picked up, walked out of the room, walked right down to the truant officer's name was Jerry Davis, and he was screwing the home ec teacher, and I happened to know that. My mother was a teacher in the same district, but I actually ran into them at Village Inn. But anyway, so I walked down to the truant officer's desk, which he knew me real well for reasons I don't have to explain. He was a truant officer. And I told him, I said, I'm going to be reported. Just like, let me sit in your office, because if she touches my pencil one more time, I'm going to hit her. And you don't want me hitting the teachers, because then you got to deal with my mother, and she's worse than me. That's the truth. Why would you do that? Why would you draw on somebody else's piece of art if they didn't ask you? She used to annoy the hell out of me. And in clay, like we were doing clay, because in that art room we did everything. Like she had projects and we all did it. Honest to God, I wanted to pick up a hunk of clay and throw it at her. Me and that woman just did not get along at all. And I didn't even think I was a good artist. I mean, I was there to learn. But yeah, then I started to go out in the parking lot and smoke pot during art class. That's why I knew the truant officer so well. Anyway, I got to get out of here. So this one ended up coming out pretty fun. Well, that doesn't sound like my short teacher. Then she was a sweetie. Oh no, this one was an absolute tyrant. She was a tyrant. Like you could not. Oh, she knew everything. Believe me, she was an absolute pain in the neck. No, we could have picked her up and thrown her out the window. She was so tiny and I think she had little woman syndrome or something, like she made up for it in bitchiness or something. I don't know. Yeah. You know what? Like I'm not going to run for president. So if y'all know what authority issues, exactly. So anyway, that sounds like a home ec. Little Hitler. Yeah, see, everybody has a story, but it was my art teacher. Oh my gosh. And then I had another home ec teacher, not the one that was screwing the truant officer, but another one. She was a newlywed, and she was just so easy to make fun of. I'll have to tell you stories about her the other day. One day I got her so mad, her face turned like bright red, and she was just screaming at the top of her lungs, out, out, get out of my class right now, out, get out. Like she couldn't even think, and I was just like walking out going, oh boy, here I go again. Thanks, Dorothy. My home ec teachers, yeah. Anyway, all right, I'm out of here. I got other stuff I need to get done. All right. So you guys go over to Sharon's and we will talk to you later. Sharon is already on, so get on over there. Oh, I was bad. I was bad, gal. But if I never disrespected my parents or anything like that. I just kind of did my own thing. Okay, you guys, I'm out of here. Adios, amigos. Why can I not get my mouse to work? Come on. What the heck? There we go.